And so say all of us, hooray! And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us.
Here is to a very great man. A mosaic, that's why I call him. It's a mixture of too many things. One who's achieved in many spheres, vertical and horizontal. Here is to a man who has lived more than 50 in 50 years. Here is to many more years in good health. Many more years of fun, you know now. And many more years of achievement. Let's give big heady cheers to Odo Kendo at 50. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm truly deeply honored to be here tonight. Today I had a very complicated day. We had a very dear family friend who lost a granddaughter. So it was very, very difficult for me to come today. But Diego is a very special person. His wife, a very special person. His in-laws are very special people. Professor, I greet you, sir. Ekurole, Ekabo, Eshe, Ekufe. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And to my brother, Diego, if you look at table 1, you will see Dr. and Mrs. Abdul. They are here to celebrate with him. They are my very special people. His classmates are here. His entire Akweya family are here. Let's give a round of applause to that culture that keeps giving. I said Diego is a homeboy, but more than anything else, a pharmacist turned a journalist turned a development consultant. Nothing can be more beautiful. An author, a creative, an editor of my literary page in Sunday Trust for many years. Diego is a pride to his people and a gift from Nigeria to the world. I am so, so proud of Diego. What he can do as a technology expert is phenomenal. At my age, I'm still struggling with a lot of social media. Diego teaches it with such ease. And he's our leading faculty member for technology at the Eugenia Abu Media Center. We're so, so proud of Diego. Not only is he a good human being, he's an excellent father, a good teacher, a good friend, and an excellent husband. He has gotten for himself as well a woman very much after my heart. Kemi is an intellectual par excellence, hardworking woman, excellent mother, great wife, and a great human being. To be honest with you, I think if you left Diego alone, he would have just gone to one garden and sat down for 2 hours, gone to work, gone home, eaten, and gone to bed. He couldn't care less about things like this. So it is to Kemi's credit that all of this is going on. If you left Diego alone, which one is best day again? Please, can we do something else? This world, he says, is not about us. It's about how much we give other people, how much we extend ourselves, how much we give back, and how much we teach other people to be better. Diego, congratulations. The world is your oyster. You have turned 50 now. The past will not be as good as the future. You are on your way, and we will celebrate you from milestone to milestone. I told your son, go and get married because all of us will be there dancing when it's time. When it's office time to be married, we will all come and dance. We will invite this cultural troupe to come and also perform. I congratulate you, Diego. I pray that God's mercy will be upon you in good health. I pray that God will open heavens and bless you with his special favor. I congratulate you. You know that if I didn't have to go, I'll be here until the end of this party. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for coming. And good evening particularly to our father, Professor Asiwaju, who have come to know as a very, very strong and supportive pillar, despite the age. Someone that some of us have looked up to, and many times I wish I have met him much earlier in my life than this time. He's been quite a pillar of encouragement and support to some of us. We are celebrating Diego today, and I know there are a couple of friends and brothers from ABU in particular who have known Diego since his undergraduate days. And he did mention Mala Muazu Mewada, and we have August Steve somewhere earlier. I've also seen him. And then, okay, yes, he's right there. One of them who also I met Diego through, Adabo Onoja. I think he has left. I met Diego in those days in Kaduna during those struggle to get reinstated in an abuse area. And Festus Akweya was my very good friend, and he was a lawyer supporting that, and we are also using other ways to make sure that Diego get back to school. Eventually this happened. So we are all happy that we are celebrating this day with Diego, who I have known to be extremely hardworking, very, very, very resourceful, very energetic, very creative. And I think you can see the creativity all here. Anything you touch, you find Diego there. Studied pharmacy, became a literary guru, and finds himself amongst Association of Nigerian Authors and all that. Instead of being in the Pharmaceutical Association, I don't know whether he still pays his subscription or what do we call it in that association. So Diego want to use this opportunity to wish you a very happy birthday, particularly to the family whom I have come to know and have become part of my own larger family. Kemi and Diego have become part of us, and we are part of each other. There is hardly any activity in my own side or on their own side that we will not attend. We don't always see ourselves as friends, but we've grown to see ourselves as a family. Always try to, as much as possible, to see how we can support each other. When I listened to Diego's video around this birthday, and I was playing out to my wife to also listen, and I heard about this, thinking that he would die at 30. So I whispered to my wife and said, if you were a Hausa or a Muslim, we would have done ruqyah for him. It's probably one gene that is in his head, and therefore we have to cast out that gene from his head that is disturbing him. So it's called ruqyah. So we'll have done that to him to remove the gene so that he can now begin to feel that, look, he can last longer than he actually, as long as he actually wants to live in this world. But we are happy that he's 50. We pray we add more and more and more of these years. I'm into development, and I know what 50 means in Nigerians' life expectancy. I know what that means. And so once you cross this, you just thank God that we have one of the least in the world, unfortunately. I don't want to turn this into a commentary about Nigerian economy and society, but we thank God that we are here today, and I wish you a happy birthday. But I'll help you pull out Muazu Mewada too and make sure that he comes. I'm not leaving here until he comes to take the mic from me. Yeah, because those are the key people in Zaria, and like Diego said. And August Steve, are you also coming to say something? Tom Azu.
Good evening, everybody. Can I invite Ayo Akweya and our teacher, Steve Daniel, to come out, and Yakubu Adoke, who about a week ago also celebrated his 50th birthday. And you are not going anywhere. Sometimes in the early or late 90s, those of us you saw or see here were roaming the streets of Lagos, Abuja, which had not yet formed, Kaduna, Kano, and any other major street in Nigeria, posting posters, marching on the streets against military dictatorship and military rule. By the mercy of God, we have survived, and we are here. These ones here are our students, but now they have become our mentors. Like Diego has become our mentor now. I'd like to congratulate all of you, especially from some of the linguistic terms that I saw. And I'm also very happy that I came here. I saw my sister from Zaria. Can you please stand up? Yes, I recognize you. That's my sister from all the way from Zaria. Her daughter is married into yes. So you can sit down, please. Thank you very much. My family were married from your land, about 3 or 4 wives. And I said, is that the vengeance beginning? You've taken, so I'm begging you to please stop at that. Thank you very much for inviting us to this occasion. Now that Diego is 50, maybe he will become. One of the things about Diego is that Diego has a very dangerous face. His face is so placid, you will not think that he will enter into trouble. But as God will have it, trouble looks for him. And as it is, maybe trouble looks for him because with his placid, calm face, there is a tendency for Diego to not do things or to escape things. And when trouble looks and finds Diego, one of the things is that to bring Diego and bring Diego out that the world may recognize him, or else Diego is very happy hiding behind the scenes. So trouble brings Diego, brings the very best out of Diego. And the first time I saw him, he came for a Creative Writers Club meeting. I was one of the patrons, and I saw his face. He read a poem. I say, this boy has a very dangerous face. The danger of his face is that he's very calm under the most difficult of circumstances. And I don't know how his wife copes with that. And I'd like to congratulate you for all the number of years that you have kept him safe and sound and happy. And we're very happy that you are happy for him and for all of us. Wherever we come, you are always trying to keep us comfortable and at our ease. Now, having said so, I've had some comments that Yakubu Adoke has commented upon, and some of you have also reacted, Anyi and all sorts of things, which reminds me that linguistically, many of you are either Hebrews or Egyptians, that you have found your ways here in Nigeria. I can trace that. And it's about time that that kind of knowledge, that kind of deep and profound knowledge about who we are as Africans, that we keep in touch with that. We owe no white man an apology. We are actually the custodians of philosophy, the custodians of knowledge. And with the likes of what Diego is doing with Akweya TV, and with the likes of what I see other people doing, I think that it's about time that the African renaissance, the African rebirth can take place. And how best the way to start with the educational process or foundation that Diego wants to start. And I welcome all of us, please, to invest in that project. Having said so, now that Diego is 50, on my behalf, but the problem of people speaking on their own behalf is that they can end up to be very big fools because the half they're trying to present is not good enough. So before I become a big fool by giving my half, I would like to say that I will count 1 to 50 and say that I would give 50,000 naira on the behalf of that project for that program. And having said so, Husseini, as my mentor, as my mentor in the human rights field, you're going to make a big donation. You may not announce it. You are free not to. And my other mentor used to be actually somebody who stayed in my boys' quarters, very troublesome. Stayed in my boys' quarters, ended up going to Germany, returning. Now he's my mentor. He is also going to give a very big donation on behalf of this project and on behalf of our other friend here, Akweya, and Mr. Steve Daniel, who taught all of us how not to teach what we have been teaching some of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wala. Thank you, everyone. And I think, no, I'm not going to make any announcement. Diego knows. Even if I make any announcement here, it's like, he will be wondering what the hell is going through this man. So sure, we will have even a much better way to support this very important initiative that Diego has put in place. Thank you, Azu, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I believe strongly that what will be done, and what we can do, we will do. And on that note, I am a very good friend of Diego. I know how to contact him. What I have to do, I will do it privately. Thank you very much.
My name is Dili Ashwaju. Diego is married to my junior sister. I have 3 sisters behind me. And I've always taken their husbands as the brothers I didn't have. So I don't have brothers, I have junior brothers. So it's been an amazing journey with Diego in particular. He's somebody I can always call on and share the deepest things that bother me. And he's always there to support, So I'm very happy for them. And their journey has been a steady growth, One thing is to have a journey that is so very fast. It's like a flash in the pan. But theirs is a steady and consistent growth, which I thank God for. I thank God for how God has helped them, particularly with my son. The family has grown in leaps and bounds. I thank God my father is here. My aunt is here. My uncles are here. We thank God for your life. I pray, like I said in my text to you this morning, you will live long, you will live strong, you will live wealthy, and you will live healthy in Jesus' mighty name. All the good things that you desire, God will show forth strong in your life in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much.
God's blessings abound, and that God is still God. That you cut this cake in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.